Let me ask you something. If I put a diamond in the mud, does it stop being a diamond? No. But too many people treat themselves like they're worth nothing just because life got messy. You were born valuable. You were born powerful. The problem is you stop believing it. You see, we live in a world that tells you you're not enough. You need more money, more validation, more approval. But I'm here to tell you, if you don't learn to love yourself as you are right now, you'll never love yourself, no matter how much you get. Because success isn't about what you have, it's about who you are. And who you are is determined by how you treat yourself when nobody's watching. So tonight, we're going to talk about why self-love is the key to unlocking the kind of success that doesn't fade, the kind that lasts, the kind that changes lives. Stay with me, because by the end of this speech, you won't just see yourself differently, you'll walk out of here with a new level of power. We live in a world that often tells us success is measured by external achievements, money, status, awards, and recognition. Society teaches us to chase the next big thing, to look for validation outside of ourselves, and to believe that success is something we must earn through the approval of others. But let me tell you something. True success doesn't start out there. It starts in here, within you. If you don't believe yourself, don't value yourself, no amount of money or fame will ever make you feel successful. You'll keep chasing something that feels just out of reach because deep down you don't believe you're worthy of having it. That's why so many people achieve great things yet still feel empty. That's why celebrities, billionaires, achievers sometimes struggle with depression, anxiety, or self-destruction. They built an empire, but they never built themselves. The foundation of real success. Picture a skyscraper. The taller it stands, the deeper its foundation must go. If the foundation is weak, that building won't last. It might rise for a while, but when storms come, it crumbles. Self-love is your foundation. If you don't build it first, any success you achieve will be unstable. Some people spend their whole lives stacking achievements on top of a shaky foundation. They think, if I can just get this promotion, if I can just make this much money, if I can just get people to respect me, then I'll feel worthy. But it never works. The cracks always show. Real success, the kind that lasts, comes from the inside out. It starts with the belief that you are already enough, that you don't need external validation to be valuable, that you deserve happiness not because of what you've done, but because of who you are. Why most people struggle with self-worth. One of the biggest reasons people struggle to embrace self-love is because they've been taught to seek approval instead of purpose. Since childhood, many of us were conditioned to believe that love is something we must earn. Get good grades and you'll be praised. Be popular and you'll be accepted. Work hard and you'll be respected. While there's nothing wrong with achievement, the problem is when your self-worth becomes dependent on external success. What happens when you fail? What happens when people stop clapping? If your confidence is built on external validation, it crumbles the moment that validation disappears. That's why you must anchor your success in something unshakable, your own belief in yourself. Your perception is owned, turning self-doubt into self-respect. So how do you shift from self-doubt to self-love? It starts with the way you talk to yourself. If you had a friend who constantly criticized you, told you you're not good enough, reminded you of every mistake, and never acknowledged your strengths, how long would you stay friends with that person? Yet too many people do exactly that to themselves every single day. They are their own worst enemy. To change this, you must become your own biggest supporter. That doesn't mean ignoring your flaws, but it does mean treating yourself with kindness, patience, and respect. Talk to yourself the way you would talk to someone you love. When you wake up, don't focus on what you lack, focus on what you have. When you make a mistake, don't beat yourself up, learn from it and move forward. When you face rejection, don't let it define you, use it as fuel to keep going. The impact of self-love on success. When you truly embrace self-love, everything changes. You no longer chase success out of fear or desperation. You attract it because you know you deserve it. You stop settling for less than your worth. You start making decisions that align with your values, not just what others expect of you. Self-love gives you the confidence to take risks, the strength to handle failure, and the resilience to keep going no matter what obstacles come your way. When you love yourself, you set higher standards for your work, your relationships, and your future. The most successful people in the world aren't the ones who need validation from others. They're the ones who already believe in themselves, whether the world claps for them or not. Because true success isn't measured by what's in your bank account. It's measured by what's in your heart. So remember this: success doesn't start with money. It doesn't start with fame. It doesn't start with approval. It starts with you. It starts within. We all have an inner voice. Some call it a conscience. Others refer to it as intuition. But for many, that voice is not a source of encouragement. It's an unrelenting critic. It whispers, or sometimes shouts, all the reasons why we're not good enough. It reminds us of our mistakes, highlights our flaws, and tells us we're destined to fail. This inner critic is often louder than any outside voice. But here's the truth: that voice is a liar. It doesn't speak from a place of truth or reality. It speaks from fear, doubt, and insecurity. The problem is, if you listen to it long enough, you begin to believe it. You start thinking that those negative thoughts are facts. You start thinking that you don't deserve better. The voice of self-doubt. The inner critic doesn't show up overnight. It's something that has been cultivated over years through negative experiences, past failures, and even the harsh words of others. We internalize these messages, and over time, they morph into the narrative that runs on a loop in our heads. Who do you think you are? You'll never be successful. Look at everyone else, they're better than you. You're too old, too young, too inexperienced, too late. These voices create a barrier between who you truly are and who you think you should be. But here's the key: you are not those thoughts. The voice of self-doubt is just a part of your mind. It's not who you are at your core. You have the power to change the narrative. The impact of negative self-talk. Negative self-talk can be incredibly damaging. It chips away at your confidence, plants seeds of fear, and paralyzes you from taking action. It keeps you stuck in a cycle of indecision and inaction. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough, then why would you take the risk to try something new? Why would you go after that promotion? Why would you pursue your passion? This inner critic becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. You listen to its lies, and then you begin to act in ways that confirm those lies. You hesitate when you should step forward. You back down when you should stand tall. You hold yourself back, not because the world is against you, but because you are against yourself. But you can break free from this cycle. The first step is recognizing that the voice in your head is not the truth. It's just a thought. Shifting your focus from doubt to confidence. Silencing the inner critic doesn't happen overnight, but it can start with a simple decision. You choose which voice you listen to. You can choose to listen to the voice of fear and doubt, or you can choose to listen to the voice of courage, confidence, and possibility. One of the most powerful ways to silence the inner critic is to replace the negative thoughts with affirmations of self-worth. Instead of hearing, "You're not good enough," replace it with, "I am worthy of success." Instead of thinking, "You'll never make it," try, "I have everything I need to succeed." It's not about pretending the doubts don't exist. It's about refusing to let them control you. You can acknowledge the fear, but you don't have to act on it. The key is to reframe your thoughts and redirect your focus, building a stronger inner voice. Just as you strengthen your muscles at the gym, you can strengthen your inner voice with consistent practice. It's about retraining your mind to focus on what's possible instead of what's impossible. This takes time, but every time you challenge the negative thought and replace it with a positive one, you're building mental strength. This is where self-love comes into play. When you love yourself, you naturally trust yourself more. You stop questioning whether you're good enough, and you start recognizing that you are capable of achieving great things. You begin to believe that your dreams are possible because you believe in your own power to make them a reality. You have to speak to yourself the way you would speak to someone you care about deeply. If your best friend was struggling with self-doubt, you wouldn't say, "Yeah, you're right, you're never going to make it." No. You'd remind them of their strengths, their potential, and their past victories. That's how you should treat yourself. The power of positive self-talk. Positive self-talk is one of the most powerful tools you can use to silence your inner critic. When you start shifting your language, you shift your mindset. Instead of telling yourself that you're not enough, tell yourself that you are more than enough. Instead of thinking, "This is too hard," tell yourself, "I am capable of handling whatever comes my way." The more you affirm your worth, the more your brain starts to believe it. It becomes easier to silence the doubts, to quiet the voice of fear, and to replace it with a voice of confidence and resilience. Taking action, regardless of fear. The final step in silencing the inner critic is taking action, even in the face of fear. The inner critic thrives when you stay stagnant, when you stay in your comfort zone. But when you take action, even small steps, you show yourself that the fear isn't as powerful as you thought. The more you push through the discomfort, the more you prove to yourself that you are stronger than your doubts. Every step forward is a victory, and every victory builds your confidence. Self-respect is the cornerstone of personal growth and success. It's not just about feeling good about yourself. It's about setting boundaries, holding yourself to high standards, and demanding the best from yourself in every area of life. When you respect yourself, you respect your time, your energy, and your worth. This level of self-respect is the foundation upon which you can build the kind of life that aligns with your dreams, values, and aspirations. But self-respect is not something that comes easily. It requires a conscious effort to stand up for your worth, to say no to things and people that drain your energy, and to choose what is best for you, often at the expense of what is comfortable or familiar. True growth doesn't happen by accident. It happens when you make the deliberate decision to respect yourself enough to put in the work. The importance of boundaries. One of the first steps in developing self-respect is learning to set boundaries. Boundaries are not walls to keep people out. They are protective barriers to keep you safe, emotionally and mentally. Without boundaries, you're at risk of overcommitting yourself, of letting others take more than you can give, and of neglecting your own needs in favor of others' demands. Setting boundaries requires courage, but it also requires clarity. You need to know what you stand for, what you will tolerate, and what you will not. When you respect yourself, You understand that you don't owe anyone an explanation for taking care of your own well-being. Without boundaries, you're constantly giving away pieces of yourself until there's nothing left. But when you set clear, healthy boundaries, you allow yourself the space to grow, to recharge, and to focus on your own growth without feeling guilty or selfish. You make room for what truly matters to you, raising your standards. Self-respect means raising your standards, not just in how you treat others, but in how you allow others to treat you. If you don't set the bar high for yourself, how can you expect others to do the same? When you respect yourself, you demand respect from others. And that respect is reflected in your actions, words, and relationships. This applies to every area of life, from your career to your personal relationships. If you accept less than what you deserve, you're telling yourself that you're not worthy of the best. But when you set high standards for yourself, you teach others to meet those standards as well. You'll be amazed at how the world begins to align with yourself. Raising your standards isn't about arrogance or perfection. It's about valuing yourself enough to say, I deserve the best and I'm going to act accordingly. You set the tone for how people treat you. If you're willing to settle for mediocrity, that's exactly what you'll get. But if you choose excellence, you create the environment for greatness to flourish in your life. Self-respect and personal accountability. Self-respect isn't just about protecting your time and energy. It's also about holding yourself accountable for your actions, decisions, and behaviors. Accountability is the bridge between goals and achievement. When you respect yourself, you take ownership of your choices, even when they don't turn out as planned. Accountability means not blaming others for your circumstances. It means not making excuses for your failures, but instead taking the lessons from them and using them to grow stronger. Self-respect demands that you take responsibility for both your successes and your setbacks. Without accountability, growth becomes stagnant. But when you hold yourself accountable, you position yourself to keep evolving, learning, and striving for better. You stop making excuses and start making progress. You stop waiting for things to change, and instead, you take proactive steps to change your situation. The power of self-worth in achieving growth. Your self-worth is directly tied to your ability to grow. When you value yourself, you make growth a priority. You invest time, effort, and resources into becoming the best version of yourself because you recognize that you are worth it. Self-worth isn't about arrogance or thinking you're better than others. It's about knowing that you are deserving of everything you want in life. When you respect yourself, you know that you are capable of achieving your goals. You stop doubting your abilities and start taking inspired action toward what you want. The more you value your own worth, the more you will invest in your own growth. You'll read the books, take the courses, push yourself out of your comfort zone, and make the necessary changes in your life to move forward. Growth isn't easy, but it is always worth it when you recognize your own value. Self-respect in relationships. Your relationships, whether personal, professional, or romantic, are a reflection of the respect you have for yourself. When you respect yourself, you naturally attract people who respect you in return. You become a magnet for healthy, supportive, and nurturing relationships. But it starts with you. If you settle for toxic relationships or people who drain you, you're sending a message to yourself that you don't deserve better. But when you respect yourself, you walk away from situations and people who undermine your worth. You create boundaries that protect your peace and well-being. In healthy relationships, mutual respect is key. When you respect yourself, you show others how to respect you, and you build strong, supportive connections based on trust, communication, and understanding. The relationships that are aligned with your self-respect will be the ones that help you grow and become your best self. The role of self-respect in achieving long-term success. Self-respect is not just about short-term victories, it's the key to long-term success. When you respect yourself, you make decisions that align with your long-term goals. You don't make choices out of fear, desperation, or a desire for instant gratification. You make decisions that are rooted in your values, your vision for the future, and your commitment to growth. The path to success isn't always linear. There will be challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt, but with self-respect, you have the inner strength to persevere. You understand that true success takes time and effort, and you're willing to put in the work because you believe in your worth. Self-respect is the key that unlocks the door to lasting success. It helps you navigate challenges, maintain focus on your goals, and stay committed to your vision. When you respect yourself, you respect the process of growth, and that's how you achieve success that lasts. The energy you bring into a room, into a relationship, into any situation is never unnoticed. Energy is magnetic. It attracts or repels people, opportunities, and circumstances. Whether you are aware of it or not, your energy is always speaking louder than your words, and it has a profound effect on the people around you. The energy you radiate directly influences the circle of people you surround yourself with, and in turn, that circle plays a critical role in determining your success, happiness, and personal growth. If you want to grow, evolve, and succeed, you must pay close attention to the energy you allow into your life. The energy you carry dictates the relationships you form, the opportunities you encounter, and ultimately, the life you create. The law of attraction. At the core of understanding how energy works is the law of attraction. Like attracts like. This law states that the energy you project into the world will attract similar energy back to you. If you are constantly radiating positivity, confidence, and self-assuredness, you will naturally attract people who embody those same qualities. On the flip side, if you carry negative energy, self-doubt, or a defeatist attitude, you will attract the same type of energy in return. Think about it. When you walk into a room and you're smiling, open, and confident, you'll notice that people are more likely to engage with you. They may be drawn to your warmth, your positivity, and your willingness to connect. But when you walk in with a closed-off attitude or negativity, people will instinctively pick up on it and may shy away from you. This doesn't just happen on a conscious level. It's a subconscious reaction. People are constantly tuning into the energy of those around them, and whether they realize it or not, they're drawn to energy that resonates with them. Energy and personal boundaries. The energy you project also impacts your personal boundaries. When you have high self-respect and confidence, you project energy that reinforces your boundaries. You send a clear message that you will not tolerate disrespect, manipulation, or negativity from others. People can sense when you are grounded and at peace with who you are, and they are less likely to push against your boundaries. On the other hand, if you are unsure of yourself or constantly seeking approval from others, your energy becomes one of weakness. This type of energy invites people who may not have your best interests at heart into your life. You may find yourself surrounded by energy-draining individuals who constantly pull you down, take advantage of your kindness, or leave you feeling exhausted and unfulfilled. The energy you project is a form of self-protection. When you are confident in yourself and your values, you naturally create a space for others to respect your boundaries and treat you in a way that aligns with your worth. The people you surround yourself with, your circle, the people you spend time with, has an enormous influence on your growth and success. The people around you can either elevate you or hold you back. When you surround yourself with people who share your values, your ambition, and your desire to grow, their energy will fuel your own. They will support you, challenge you to be better, and push you to achieve more. In this environment, growth becomes inevitable because you are constantly being inspired and motivated by those around you. However, if you are surrounded by people who are constantly negative, unmotivated, or toxic, their energy will drag you down. You'll find yourself feeling drained, uninspired, and perhaps even doubting your own potential. The energy of those you spend the most time with has the power to shape your own mindset, beliefs, and actions. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. This is why it's crucial to evaluate the people in your life regularly. Are they lifting you up or holding you back? Are they encouraging you to be the best version of yourself? Or are they reinforcing limiting beliefs that prevent you from moving forward? Surrounding yourself with people who genuinely want the best for you, who challenge you to be better, and who support your goals is essential for your own success and personal development. Energy and opportunities. Energy also plays a critical role in the opportunities that come your way. Opportunities are not just about being in the right place at the right time. They are also about being in the right state of mind and energy. When you are confident in your worth, when you are radiating positive energy and openness to new experiences, you begin to attract opportunities that align with your goals. For example, imagine you are someone who constantly exudes self-doubt and insecurity. You might miss opportunities simply because you are not confident enough to step forward or recognize the potential when it's in front of you. On the other hand, someone who is radiating self-belief and determination will walk into opportunities with open arms, recognizing their worth and confidently claiming what is rightfully theirs. Your energy signals to the universe that you are ready for bigger things. Energy also influences how you handle setbacks and challenges. Those who carry positive, resilient energy are more likely to view obstacles as opportunities for growth, while those who carry negative energy may become discouraged and give up at the first sign of difficulty. When you approach challenges with a mindset of growth, believing that every setback is an opportunity to learn and improve, you are more likely to push through adversity and emerge stronger on the other side. The role of gratitude in energy. One of the most powerful ways to cultivate positive energy is by practicing gratitude. When you focus on the things you are grateful for, your energy shifts from one of lack and frustration to one of abundance and positivity. Gratitude helps you appreciate the present moment, recognize the value of what you have, and invite more of what you want into your life. By being grateful for what you have and what you are becoming, you begin to attract more of the same. Gratitude is like a magnet for positive energy and opportunities. When you cultivate a mindset of gratitude, you become more attuned to the good in your life and the potential for even greater things to come. Energy and personal growth. Personal growth begins with the energy you invest in yourself. If you are constantly surrounded by negativity, doubt, and fear, you will struggle to grow. But when you invest energy in nurturing yourself, mentally, emotionally, and physically, you create the space for growth and development. Growth happens when you align your energy with your goals and your values. Taking care of yourself, investing in your personal development, and surrounding yourself with positive influences all contribute to your ability to attract and sustain the right energy in your life. The more you nurture your own energy, the more powerful and magnetic it becomes. You will start attracting opportunities, people, and experiences that align with the person you are becoming. In a world that often feels like it's moving at a breakneck speed, It's easy to get caught up in the past or the future. We think about all the things we've done wrong, all the mistakes we've made, or we worry about what's yet to come, about what might happen, what could go wrong, or what we still need to achieve. But none of this exists right now. The only thing that is real, the only thing that truly matters is the present moment. Learning to embrace the present is one of the most powerful actions you can take to transform your life. When you live fully in the now, you release the weight of regret, guilt, and fear, and instead you free yourself to fully experience life as it unfolds. The present moment is where life happens. It's where your power lies, where your joy exists, and where opportunities show up. Embracing it can change the way you see yourself and the world around you. The weight of the past. The past is often a heavy burden. We carry it with us in our memories, our emotions, and the decisions we make. Whether it's unresolved pain, regret, or missed opportunities, we allow the past to dictate our present actions. We let it shape our beliefs, our fears, and the way we see ourselves. But the truth is, the past is gone. It's no longer here. The choices we made, the mistakes we've made, and the things we wish we could change are all locked in a chapter of our lives that has already been written. While it's important to learn from the past, it doesn't need to control us. If you continue to hold on to past mistakes or pain, you're not leaving any room for the present moment to work its magic. When you keep replaying past events in your mind, you're not allowing yourself to fully experience the now. You're trapped in a loop that prevents you from moving forward. Embracing the present means letting go of the past's grip on your life, recognizing that you are no longer defined by what happened before. You are free to write the next chapter of your story. And that can only happen if you are fully present in each moment. The anxiety of the future. The future is just as elusive as the past. It's filled with possibilities, uncertainties, and unknowns. We worry about what might happen, about whether we'll succeed or fail, about whether we'll make the right decisions or miss our shot at something great. These fears, these what ifs, often consume us and prevent us from being fully present. The truth is, the future doesn't exist yet. You can't predict or control what will happen, and no amount of worrying will change the outcome. Worrying about the future is essentially investing time and energy into something that is out of your hands. Yes, you can plan and take action, but those plans and actions are only meaningful in the context of the present moment. When you focus too much on the future, you miss out on the opportunities, beauty, and growth that are available to you right now. The best way to prepare for the future is by taking full advantage of the present moment. The future will unfold in its own time, but it will be shaped by the decisions you make today. The power of now. The present moment holds incredible power. It's where everything happens. Every decision, every choice, every action is taken in the now. It's where your potential exists. When you embrace the present, you unlock the ability to take control of your life. Instead of waiting for some future moment to take action, you realize that the best time to begin is right now. Think about it. What can you do in this moment? Can you take one small step toward your goals? Can you express gratitude for what you have? Can you show kindness to someone around you? The present is full of possibilities, but only if you're paying attention. It's easy to get distracted by the noise of the past and future, but the present moment is where you have the power to make things happen. Being present also means being mindful, being aware of your thoughts, emotions, and surroundings without judgment. It's about fully experiencing the world around you without getting lost in worries or distractions. When you practice mindfulness, you train your mind to stay rooted in the present, allowing you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Gratitude in the One of the most transformative ways to embrace the present is through gratitude. Gratitude grounds you in the present moment. It reminds you of the blessings and opportunities you have right now. When you focus on what you're grateful for, your mindset shifts from one of lack or anxiety to one of abundance and contentment. Gratitude helps you appreciate the beauty of the present moment. It allows you to see the value in the things you have, the people in your life, and the experiences you are having right now. By practicing gratitude, you make room for more positive experiences and opportunities to enter your life. When you acknowledge and give thanks for what's around you, you open your heart to receiving even more. Instead of focusing on what you don't have or what you're waiting for, you start to focus on the richness of your current life. This shift in perspective can transform your mindset and your experience of the world. Taking action in the Another key to embracing the present moment is taking action. It's easy to get lost in the idea of what we should be doing or what we will do in the future. But true change and growth happen when you take action in the here and now. It's the small, consistent actions taken each day that lead to the big results you desire. Start where you are. Don't wait for the perfect time or the ideal circumstances. The perfect moment is the one you create by taking action now. Every step you take in the present moment brings you closer to the future you envision. When you act now, you break free from indecision, procrastination, and doubt. You show yourself that you are capable of creating your reality, one action at a time. Living in alignment with your values. Living in the present means living in alignment with your values. When you embrace the now, you make decisions that are in line with who you truly are and what you stand for. When your actions align with your core values, you feel more at peace with yourself and your life. By living in alignment with your values in the present moment, you begin to live a life of purpose. You stop living in reaction to external circumstances and start living in a way that is true to who you are. This creates fulfillment, peace, and the sense of power that comes from knowing you are living authentically. As we reflect on the journey of embracing self-love and allowing success to follow, we realize that everything we've discussed comes down to one powerful truth. Success isn't something you chase. It's something that emerges naturally when you align with your highest self. Each of the keynotes we explored ties back to the idea that when you commit to self-love, you unlock the potential to create a life full of meaning, purpose, and achievement. By cultivating authentic self-awareness, you understand who you are at your core, and this self-awareness becomes the foundation of every decision and action you take. You no longer seek external validation because you know your worth and are confident in your abilities. The next essential step is setting a vision for your life, not one dictated by society, expectations, or fleeting trends, but one that is deeply personal and rooted in your values. Your vision provides direction, purpose, and the momentum to push forward, even in the face of obstacles. When you are in alignment with your vision, every step you take becomes a step closer to the success you desire, regardless of how others perceive it. Then we talked about your energy, how the energy you project attracts or repels opportunities, people, and circumstances. This energy is the magnetic force that determines the quality of your relationships, the opportunities that present themselves, and the overall direction your life takes. By embracing a positive and authentic energy, you create a space where success can flourish naturally. Furthermore, the present moment is where everything truly happens. By embracing the now, you free yourself from the weight of the past and the anxiety of the future. The power to act, to make meaningful choices, and to create lasting change is found only in the present. It is in this moment that you harness your greatest potential, set the foundation for your dreams, and take action toward them. Finally, the conclusion to this journey is simple. Success follows naturally when you embrace self-love. Trust in your abilities, surround yourself with the right energy, live in alignment with your values, and commit to the present moment. Life is not a destination, but a continuous journey of growth, evolution, and creation. Embrace the full spectrum of who you are, flaws, strengths, dreams, and passions, and let success follow as the natural result of that authentic self-love. When you love yourself truly, success will not just be a pursuit, it will be your inevitable outcome. So, take a step back, check in with yourself, and ask, are you living in full alignment with your most authentic self? If the answer is yes, then success is already on its way to you. If the answer is no, take the necessary steps today to shift, to grow, and to love yourself fiercely. Because success is waiting, and it begins with you.